So I have been working so hard, literally from kind of 8 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock at night, most days a week. Being a self-employed musician is not, as you can imagine, the easiest thing in the world to make a living out of and pay your mortgage. One of the ways that I can supplement my income is by making tutorials. And as you know, I make hopefully cool tutorials for YouTube, which people do seem to enjoy. And I've also got a couple which I'd really love you to go and have a look at on my website. So I made two tune tutorials in a kind of Latin series. One is Little Sunflower, which is the most beautiful tune by Freddie Hubbard. For me personally, the melody is kind of fresh and uplifting. It's such a nice song, and it's really good fun to improvise through, because if you understand the chord chart, it's not that hard to sound really nice. You do need to know your major scales and a minor scale. So if you look at my last video, that's what they were about. But if you know your majors and minor scales, there's only 2 major scales and 1 minor scale, so you can navigate your way through. There are more complex ways that you can do it, but if you know that, you can make a really nice sound. Major section on my app Quartet. Have a listen to how nice that sounds. I'm going to do exactly the same idea, and I've written those notes down for you on the PDF, which should be on the screen now. And the other tune that I made a tutorial on at saxmadesimple.com was Caravan, which is a classic Duke Ellington tune. Again, for me, my personal opinion, the melody sounds menacing. It's got this dark kind of, it's real kind of energetic kind of, you'd have to listen to it. It's just beautiful. Again, it's a really lovely tune. And that chord chart, a little bit more knowledge is required to navigate through the B section, but the A section is really quite straightforward. Fabulous sound. Have a listen. What a beautiful sound. And if I play this scale here, which is just like D harmonic minor but starting on an A, so really good tunes. And what you get on these tutorials is you get the tutorial, you get a backing track, you get a PDF which explains everything. I go through the PDF really carefully so you can print that off and look at it again and again. And you get a chord chart courtesy of iReal Pro, who we love. Fantastic app. It offers really good value, and you get all of that for $5.99. So it really helps the health of this, all the free stuff that I do, if people help support my efforts by buying these tutorials. I'd love you to go over to Sax Made Simple and look at Little Sunflower and Caravan. There's one for alto and one for tenor, and they're $5.99. So in other news this week, I'm going to be looking at altered scales. This is the plan for my next tutorial, my free one on YouTube. We're going to be looking at altered scales, because the way that people explain altered scales I understand altered scales. I could always understand them better, but I understand them. And the way that people explain them on YouTube just blows my mind. It's so complex, and yet the answer is so straightforward. And I want to show you how to understand altered scales in a way that you will never be confused about or forget ever again. So simple, I can explain it in 1 minute flat, and why we use altered scales and where we use altered scales, and they just sound absolutely fantastic. If you know how to use them, it makes you sound instantly jazzy. So that's coming up. There is also, I've got an interview which we've been coming back and forth for such a long time now, and it does look like it's going to take place this year. So that is so huge, but I can't speak about that because I'm not allowed, but that's going to be huge as well. So lots of interesting things. Please do subscribe to my channel, that really helps. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Go over to Sax Made Simple now and let me know what you think. Take care. Bye bye.